Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dying times here.
I thought that was a lovely little intro I threw together tonight.
It was incredible. I feel like I just walked into the Blue Oyster Bar.
Let me you, buddy.
Let me winks.
Yeah, love you, Weeks.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's funny because I've been meaning to change that for a while, and since Walton decided to do his gay porn parody with my music, I was like, fucker, changing that shit. Changing that shit right now.
Seriously. I'm certain there are a lot of clubs I could tell you that felt like for a minute, but it was good.
Yeah,
like an industrial club. That's what my first thought is.
Very much. No. Oh, dude. Sometime I will tell you about one of the greatest industrial clubs that ever existed. That at the time I was in the neck of the woods where it was amazing. 4 different rooms with 4 different DJs, and it was out of control.
There was actually an awesome one up this way around Lakewood, which is by Cleveland.
Near Cleveland. Yeah,
the Chamber. God, that was good for so many years.
Yeah, that's weird. But that would have been awesome. Yeah. No. Anyway.
I went to I think it's the Chimera in Seattle, like a couple of years ago.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Still good?
Oh yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Okay, I have to ask, because shit changes.
Well, I mean, apparently it was oddly enough, it was like right after Thanksgiving, and I want to say this was like 2014. Yeah, it was 2014. So. But it was when I was a consultant, and I met this one chick. She lived in Oklahoma, but she had friends in Seattle, and I happened to be on an engagement there, and so we had overlap. She's like, "Dude, it's like I'll take you to the Chimera," because she was telling me about it when I was on the other engagement in Oklahoma, and so I was like, "Fuck yeah!" So it was pretty badass.
That's awesome, man.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I haven't been to like a good like goth/industrial club in, I don't know, probably like a decade at that point.
It's at least, dude. At least it's been so long, and because it just they fold because they don't have enough support. So
yeah. Yeah, I mean it's basically what happened here in San Antonio. So I mean all the good clubs died. No, I'm just too fucking old.
You're not. Listen to it, dude. Seriously, I felt like I just walked into the Blue Oyster Bar, so I feel really.
Well, it's funny because Walton has that in his video, the Blue Oyster Bar music. Dude, when I saw that, because somebody pinged me on Friday Night Tights about it, he's like, you should check it out. So I did, and I fucking laughed, dude. I was laughing the entire time.
I know, dude. He's doing some good stuff over there, man.
And I was like, I'm changing my intro music, asshole. Hey, Vigilante Williamson, what's up, dude?
Vigilante Williamson here on another episode of Thursday Night Throwdown, and I'm feeling good. I can't contribute much on the clubs stuff, man. I'm a homebody. Even though I did go to St. Andrews Hall a few times in Detroit.
Ooh, but hey, wait, didn't you just get off a live stream? I think you were just streaming.
Yeah. It's almost become a thing where on both of your shows I stream right before.
That's hilarious.
So, yeah. But just did a live stream. The 50th episode of Vigilante Winston Show. I can't believe I made it 50 episodes. Despite my best efforts. Yeah. I'm trying to put up another 50 and get to 100.
Nice.
So that's the goal.
What's up, LDG? How's it going? Let's go and say hi to everybody. See who all is here.
What's up,
we can relax. Another monster has made it. So everyone
see a lot of people like with the shout outs in the chat. It's great to be back. I was not on a voluntary hiatus. My computer died, so
it was voluntary. Just it was not by choice.
Right.
Because your computer decided to voluntarily shut itself down indefinitely.
Your computer volunteered on your behalf.
Yeah. So yeah, it's great to be back, everybody. I want to thank all of those out there that reached out, checked on me, tried to contribute, help out. Big shout out to Wes for sending me his old laptop. So now, in case this ever happens again, I now have a backup there. I also have, my tower is temporarily fixed. It should squeeze, at least another 3-4 months life out of it, hopefully, with the fixes that the guy that fixed did to it. So fingers crossed that happens. But at least I'm back up and running, and I'm streaming again, and I missed it, and I missed all my friends. So I was like bound and determined I was going to be on this stream tonight. There was no Pegasus Actual, and by the way, those of you that watch Pegasus Actual, we will be back next week. We kind of threw in a nice little break because we're getting into the trial of Gaius Baltar next week, and I wanted it to be a big deal. So we're going to spend this week with kind of some hype and some lead up to it. So it's going to be fun. So we're looking forward to that next Thursday. I know Culture is, and Steven is, and I am. So we're going to have a blast with that. But, thank you for the warm welcome back, everyone.
And as always, we have with us Culture Casino. You're muted, dude.
I can't even say anything because this week I did a good 5 minutes muted. So I have nothing to contribute. I thought to, I'm like, make fun of him. I'm like, no, I just fuck. Yeah,
that's where I'm at. Look, okay, so here's the thing. So I have a soundboard, I have the StreamYard thing, and I have an interrupt button on the mic. So always I do something dumb. So anyway, guys, we're gonna have a great night. Check out my channel. I have an amazing 2000K celebration stream that's gonna happen on Saturday. Comics might be there. I don't know. And
if you start it like at 5 p.m. my time, then yeah, I can jump on for an hour before game.
I don't know what that means, but okay. I'll do that.
Okay. 5 p.m. Central. Okay, I'm in Central time.
Yeah. No. But then I have to do math. Like, is that 3 p.m.
That's 3 p.m. PST.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Real quick,
I invited this knucklehead, and then Supreme Heretic.
It's not 2000K. 2000K is 2 million.
Oh shit! No, it's
2K.
2K.
Yeah. If you were at 2 million, then yes, I'd show up like naked. Like,
so you're not showing up to my 2K stream?
I thought it was 200K. I was lied to. No, I'm joking. Of course I'm showing up. Of course I'm showing up.
Anyway, so what's really important is that I get to hang out with amazing people. You guys do too. Right now, Comics is averaging about 1,000 views on these live streams. So if you guys could all just show up and say hey, or what's up, or something, that'd be great.
And by 1,000, he means when people go and rewatch it.
To be fair,
maybe
if there were 1,000 individuals and all of you sub to me and Drew, we would be having our 2K stream.
Which actually they need. They actually kind of need. You guys, you should be supporting all these amazing independent creators. I say at near the end of every single video that I do. But thank you all for being here. Wouldn't be here without you. Very soon, Culture Casino News is launching, hopefully by the end of the month, over on Odyssey. They're going to give me the opportunity to do it. Yeah, I've been wanting to do it for a long time. I'm very excited about it. You'll see me often behind this desk, usually a little more professionally dressed. But tonight, I am the dude.
Odyssey exclusive?
Indeed.
Yeah, will not be on YouTube. That channel will not be on YouTube. They will not like me. There will be politics involved, and you know how YouTube feels about that.
Oh, man. That makes it more interesting.
They love politics, buddy.
Yeah.
If they're the right politics, yeah.
Yep.
Right
if it's the right kind. So let's go say hi to everyone in the chat real quick. We have My Beats Dicks. Parrot Head, as always, who sends me interesting things.
Sends everyone interesting
Yeah,
things.
me too. I get
we also have the Toxic Man Flu, along with Master Sidearms.
Master Psyduck.
We all know him, but we can't say his name, or at least I can't. That's a pretty awesome avatar.
Elagabalus.
Elagable. God damn it.
Elagabalus.
Can't say it, man.
Easy E.
Elagabalus.
Easy E. There we go.
Easy E. I got. Can I curse yet?
No, we still. No, we're
right past
10
10.
minutes. We're 10.
Well, I'm Easy E. I got bitches galore. You may got a lot of bitches, but I got much
Shut
more.
up and sit down, you big bald fuck.
I'm not your buddy, guy. Is also here. How's it going?
Not your guy,
Not your guy, pal. And we also have Toxic Man Flu of Dix Division for 2 American pesos. If they screw up a Venture Brother movie, I'm out. Yeah, dude, I'm right there with you. Seriously. Also, the new Bob Turk is in the house. Matanui. Sharp 3D. I don't know how these voices are going over, but I don't really care. Sassamates is also here. Judacon. Let's see who else we got. David Blair.
Yo, David Blair. Haven't seen you in a
What's
while.
going on?
Nice.
I'm trying to read this one. The Marty and Andy? Ambi? Anyone? Bueller?
The Martian Bee, maybe?
The Martian Bee. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, you're right. That's it.
Or the Martian Bee.
I think it's Martian. The Martian
I
Bee.
think it's Martian Bee.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, we also have Mutant Banhammer. Where is it? Where's my stream? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Soul Assassin is also in the house, along with Nerdscape. And let's see here. Robert Frey is also here. How's it going, dude? We have Mr. Dragon, Stephen Long. We also have the Pop Culture Evangelist, or excuse me, not Evangelist, Archivist. I fucked that one up good. What's up, Jet? What's up, asshole? What's up, Christy?
Hey, Christy.
Dexy Doodle is also here. How's it going? And we also have Stone Cold Jeremy with 5 beers. It's been a hell of a week, man. I could definitely use a beer. Not really. Yeah, it's actually been a pretty decent week. Dominic the Writer is also here. How's it going? And we also have Toxic Manflu with another $2. Nick Weiser flavor number 2. Nick's Dark Stiffy Stout.
Nice.
32 flavors of Nick Weiser. All right. Not that crap. We also have a super sticker from Stone Cold Jeremy. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm able to pull that up because the freaking... Oh, there we go. It's the rock and roll fingers. It's the devil horns for $3. Yeah, I hate the YouTube back end sometimes because it refreshes and I miss the super chats. It's kind of annoying. Anyway, Vigilant Renegade is here, not to be confused with Vigilante Renegade, which I often do.
It's Valiant Renegade and Vigilante Williamson. We'll get it right one day.
Yeah,
one day.
Valiant Renegade.
Vigilante.
Let's see. We also have Linger Fan is also here. We also have fucking. I slaughter this. Eric Herrera. How do you get that fucked up?
I never get his name right. I just say Eric. He knows who he is. Hell, Eric.
We also have Godzillionaire.
No Godzillionaire. We also had at one point Bling Kong. I think that may have been Robert.
Bling Kong. Oh,
yeah. I don't know if he'll come back.
That's hilarious. Bling Kong.
I like it.
All right, let me make sure that I haven't missed anything here. Okay, all right, that's the next one. Okay, Toxic Man flew of Dix Division for 5 American pesos. Drew is so well hung, even his computer is intimidated. Beware the Drew.
Nice.
Gotta have that big dick energy. Gotta have that big dick energy.
Of course.
Dude, have you seen his coffee cup? You gotta know. You gotta know.
Mr. Tickle Trunk for 2 Canadian Maple Leafs with the super sticker of the Japanese dog farting hard.
Shiba Inu.
I fucking blinked on it. Blanked on it. You can tell.
Hail Keely Chow.
I can't talk.
Hail Keely Chow.
Oh, by the way, folks, sorry. I normally have the camera on. I don't tonight, mainly because I've been having some technical difficulties with my USB ports. So yeah, no camera tonight. Hopefully I could figure out why it's not working because everything's plugged in right, but my camera just turns off after 30 minutes.
His camera has digital gonorrhea.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, hey now.
Hungry Ewok, hail. We also have the People's Front of Canada. What is going on? DiabloDame is also here. Are you abiding? No, I am not. I'm completely fucking sober.
The dude abides.
But yeah, he does abide. And he imbibes. And drinks. Edwin K, hail. And we also have Clobbering Times.
Hail, Yvette de Boyle. Great to see you, Yvette.
Let's see. Where's Yvette? Maybe I just haven't got down far enough. Anyway, Keely Chow is also here. How is it going? And we also have ZAXX7 Clobbering Times. What's up?
Hey, Clobbering.
Hey, Clobbering.
See you, buddy.
Clobbering.
The great one is also here. Now the party can really start.
The great one.
Yes. And let me see if I can not fuck this up. CM2
Sasuke fan?
Yeah, Sasuke. Yeah.
Wow. Cool.
Rob Atlas. Jenny Bojan.
There you go. A little simpler. Some checkdowns.
Bam.
I know I didn't highlight you earlier, so I'm highlighting you now. Zach 7. Buckaroo. Baizu. 0445 here.
So wait, 4:45 a.m.
Are you chamodding at 0445? Sorry.
That's early.
Diego Flores.
I am the dude.
Southern Bell 7777 is here.
The channel should be named The Glorious Hair. Oh my God.
Glorious Hair.
Maybe I'll start a channel. That will be my fashion tips and food channel. The Glorious Hair.
All right. Scratch pad for 2 Canadian Maple Leafs. Buy Doge. I just bought some Bitcoin today.
Yeah, now's the time. It's on a discount.
Yeah, it went down. Bitcoin, Doge, Ethereum.
Ethereum. Ethereum Classic is kicking. Well, it's failed a little. I need to be more swing. I need to start.
I bought some Ethereum, dude. When I bought Ethereum, it was still under $2,000.
Oh, nice.
And fucking skyrocketed to 4.
Who said this?
I actually got it at like close to a little over.
When were you saying this? Because I've been buying Ethereum for a while.
I told you and I were talking, I don't know, almost a month ago. I'm like, dude, buy Ethereum. It's going to go to 40K. So
you think he's going to get to 40?
It'll get to 40K. Not only that, I think there's a new currency that I'll tell you all about. Not while we're live.
Okay,
all right, fair enough. However, the fucking stock market was taking a beating, and my Tesla stock has gone down.
Dude, okay. Well, that's the thing. That's always going to be an up and down. But
I know. I'm just mad because when it hit $800, I wish I sold it because I knew it was going to fucking drop.
Yeah,
that's what I'm realizing. I got to start because I've been doing a little crypto thing. I got to start selling part at the tops, taking some of the profit and buying back when it dips. I got to get better at that. Yeah.
Well, when I was buying SQQQ, it hit like $30. I was like, I should sell it. And I wish I did because it fucking devalued big time. It's like I could have made some sweet cash on that.
Holy hell! And it's a 70s rock fan.
We have that 70s rock fan. Yeah. He hit me up earlier, or it was like last week, early in the week, and he's like, "Hey, can I jump?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Oh yeah, dude.
Hit me up makes it sound like I threatened you in some way.
Well, he basically took a picture of himself with a baseball bat with spikes driven through it, and he said, "Get me on your stream, or I'm going to crack this of your skull." And I was like, Dude, you're way more hardcore than I am. So yeah.
I'm a peace-loving man. I would never do that comics. But thanks for having me on. Hi, guys. Hi.
Hey,
So good to see you.
Always
Yeah,
cool
and, man, I thought I was going to get 70s Rock Fan on my channel before you.
Actually, I think he was on my channel. You were on one of my show before.
I've been on your show. I had the honor of being on your show, Vigilante Williamson. It was a great honor. And Culture, you know, you are a gorgeous, handsome man, so you can have me anytime you want. And my wife has given me permission to say that.
There you go. You got him in more ways than one, Culture.
What?
Okay. I feel like we just re-entered the Blue Oyster Bar all of a sudden.
Hey.
I don't know what happened.
You guys stop being
Where's
bigots.
Steven when you need him to make
And
it?
plus, we need more representation.
Gay oyster bar joke.
I have to admit, I'm resoundingly heterosexual, but Culture's hair could drive even a heterosexual man crazy.
Speaking of Culture Casino, for 50 American pesos. 50. God, Culture, why? Anyway, thanks, dude.
It's that monthly reach around thing, you know.
Yeah, I see. All right. Anyway, hail and welcome everyone to Thursday Night Throwdown or Thursday Throwdown. This show is sponsored by the Blue Oyster Bar. Be sure to check out their amazing phallus-inspired margarita fountain with special whipped cream finish.
And don't fear the Reaper either.
That's right.
Shut up and sit down, you big bald fuck.
That was for Culture.
I am sitting down.
Crazy Cat Guy for 3 American pesos, which is the Shiba Inu saying, how's it going? It's going. Pretty decent, actually.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What
here.
are we talking about, guys? I missed the start. I'm sorry, I missed the start.
We haven't even gotten to topics yet. We just been saying hello to everyone for like the last 30 minutes.
Yeah,
so.
we've been having fun and prizes, and that's.
I do have a question. We were talking actually a little bit about crypto. Culture, what do you think about Doge? Because it scares the hell out of me, but I still have some.
Oh, it should, because it's a meme currency.
Yeah, it really is. It's something I wouldn't put more than like $50 in. If it fucking spikes real high, just sell it.
Yeah, and that's
I had put $100 in. It went up to as high as 400, and I should have sold it.
Yeah,
but it'll
hodled and throttled.
It's
let's put it this way: if you're smart and you know how to program, you could do it where when it spikes, you sell it and you buy it when it's low. And people have actually made a lot of money off of this kind of automation.
Yeah, it's a script cycle. Yeah,
that's what I need to do in general. I need to do that. And I don't even need to program it. I know where the top. I don't know where the top is, but I just need to just.
If you spot trends on cryptocurrency, that's when you go in. But there, like I said, there is once I get bought in. Oh, by the way, so I've decided to abandon software concept wallets, with the exception of just for transfers, and I'm moving to a hardware air gap wallet.
Air gap.
I'm like really lazy. I'm just buying it through PayPal.
Dude, no, you're a computer guy. What? No,
I got a software wallet, but now that it's getting up there, I'm gonna get a hardware wallet.
When it starts to be valuable, you want something with like 12 keywords, so that like that shit's locked down, and you want something that you can infinitely like reach back to if you still have your keywords. Yeah. So pick out an air gap wallet that keeps you off the internet so you can't get hacked.
Yeah. One of those wallet companies got hacked themselves. I can't remember which one. Earlier in the year. I can't remember the brand. It's not air gap. I know.
It better not be Electrum, or was it Electrum? Electrum, yeah, because I just got that one.
A lot of people use the software wallet Binance, and some people use like Hyperpay. Other people like go, get all their currency purchases through Coinbase. I mean, there's a lot to it. I promised at one point it was like a Minds exclusive. I was going to do a cryptocurrency conversation. I might actually still do that. I think it might be worth it.
Well, I'd be interested in that, Culture, because I'm new to the whole thing. I got a Coinbase account now, but I'm really tentative about about what to purchase, what to get into.
Like I said, there's a currency I'm going to invest in here in like 3 days, and after that, I'll tell everybody what it is.
Yeah,
because it's gonna jump. So,
give us a tip after the stream.
Speaking of cryptocurrency, as Toxic Manflu is pointing out, apparently Comics has his own crypto by Dixcoin today.
You joke?
We can actually do it.
I was just gonna say it. We can get this done, man.
I would go long on that one.
We can make a look what Doge just did. It's a fucking joke. It's worth more than our actual money.
I love this comment from Stone Cold Jeremy. For $2 here at the Blue Oyster Bar, the waiter tips you.
Yeah, just the tip, though. Just the tip.
So, Culture, you're a man. You've been around a bit. You've been around. You know your currencies. So, what is backing cryptocurrency? I've never been able to explain that to anybody else myself.
Nothing.
What is backing it?
Yeah, it's a different form of fiat, but what does it is because it's interchangeable with any other thing.
What they're banking on is think of it as gold. You know how there was a limit. So the whole thing with at least with Bitcoin is that there's only so many that will ever circulate, and people have lost it over time. And the other thing too, so it's just a way for, if you think about it, if you want, because people are losing faith in the dollar and there's going to be inflation, people are investing their money into it. So really what it comes back down to is faith, right? It's just like with any fiat currency. It's about faith
and credit.
But its value, and this is the thing, when we went off the gold and silver standard, wow, we're getting into some in-depth currency conversations. But when we went off the gold and silver standard, we eliminated the concept that we had something that was of limited supply. The commodity was, a finite thing. With cryptocurrency, it's fairly finite. There is only so much to be mined. That's why Bitcoin is where it is now versus where it was 15 years ago. Or was it 15 years? It was over 15.
Who sets that limit then?
It's set by the technology itself.
Yeah.
So there's a limit on how much it can get. I can't remember doesn't Bitcoin have a set number?
Yeah, it does.
It does.
But you can mine certain currencies to a certain point, but that limit is what makes it more valuable, and it increases in value. Whereas our currency, if it across the entire globe right now, is devaluing, which is the problem that these governments that want to enforce some things that we're probably going to not talk about tonight, that they want to be able to exploit. This is a currency that is stable against hyperinflation, much like gold is. Right? Because that's
the whole point. It's like Doge it can inflate because they can just release more Doge. Where Bitcoin, there will always be a finite amount of it.
Yeah.
I can't tell you much about Ethereum. I'm not a blockchain expert. I don't know much about cryptocurrencies. Despite being a IT guy,
I'm not a blockchain expert either. I'm about to, but as of sometime next, let's see, looks like Monday now. I'll probably drop 2K on crypto. Yeah.
Last thing I know, the cryptocurrency is just riveting stuff for everyone. I know with Ethereum, the thing with that is technological uses. So a lot of other currencies use the Ethereum network. I am not well versed enough to know what the hell that means. I just know that it is the case.
Now, is Ethereum actually a token or a coin? Because there is a difference.
I don't know. I want to say it's a token because I've heard people use the term.
So. I know that Max Kaiser, who Tim Pool had on this week, was talking about it, and he's very like, "Don't put your money in Ethereum." And because at some point, if it starts spiking really high, you might want to just dump it. I don't know.
Well, and that's the thing is when it gets up to the stratosphere, which I predict, again, based on a lot of other people's thought processes, again, I do an awful lot of research on everything. I am also not, I am not an expert. I'm going to keep saying this. I'm not a financial expert.
We are not financial advisors. So take everything we say with a grain of salt and do your own research.
Thank you. And that's the most important thing I can say when it comes to this stuff. But finite resources become more and more valuable. They're not making any more land on this planet. There's X amount of land. They're not making. There's only X amount of gold, and we can only harvest X amount of gold.
Yeah, silver, by the way.
And so
I know a lot of people don't. Not to interrupt you, which I do all the time. Sorry.
Yeah,
Culture.
no, it's okay, man. Go.
A lot of people who are like unsure about crypto and that's too scary for them invest in silver and gold. Silver, particularly, because not only is there a finite amount, it's used so much for so many other things.
That's right.
At some point, they're that's gonna come to a head, and silver.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I also invest in silver and gold as well. So it's not
actually,
it's good to diversify, right?
Yes, diversify your funds.
Actually, Tox just said the exact thing I was going to say in a different way in his $5 super chat that he just dropped. So, but it's just finite resources are important. That's why, like I said, energy independence in this country is valuable. It's done based because we're in a petrochemical based economy. We have been since the even before the Industrial Revolution. We just didn't know it yet. So, but that's essentially a standard by which everything should be measured. And when you start to see the price of oil go up, you're going to see the price of everything else go up.
Yeah.
Always.
Indeed. So it seems to me, though, that I had concerns about cryptocurrency, but it's certainly, as you said earlier, it's no worse than fiat paper money, which can be printed ad nauseum. The only limit on the amount of paper currency is how much paper can we produce.
The only thing, dude, I wish I got into crypto earlier because a good friend of mine, like years ago, he's like, dude, get into Bitcoin. I was like, yeah, sure, what the fuck ever. Again, this is coming from a good friend of mine who's way smarter than I am. He made a lot of money.
But
I didn't believe in Bitcoin. I should have.
We could certainly establish a Bitcoin with a finite called Dix coin. I'm all for it.
Well, it's pretty funny because you have some people who's like, I'll support Dix coin. It's like, I don't know how to feel about that.
I think the Dix coin could penetrate the market in a big way.
I think it's good, man.
I think it would be big. Bro, I think Dix coin under the right circumstances.
It could certainly penetrate the market, and I'm pretty sure it'll go deep.
If those did what it is, and we have a finite coin, come on, man.
But then, but it could in a poor market. Ryan. In a poor market, the Dix coin could go limp. I mean, you just don't know.
Yeah, you never know, especially if it gets rubbed the wrong way.
But I think the gold and silver point is a good point, but it isn't just gold and silver. There's platinum. There's other rare metals.
A lot of precious metals. Yeah,
those metals
platinum,
are
palladium
in demand.
As well.
Yes,
very in
that's
demand.
right. They will always be in demand because they are useful. They don't just look pretty. They're used for very vital things.
All of those metals are necessary for society to run. So.
All right, Toxic Man flew for $5. 1,000 years ago, a nice set of clothes, nice dinner, and a stay in a nice hotel cost 1 ounce of gold. Today, 1 ounce of gold gets you.
And Toxic should know he's 1,000 years old.
Well, and the argument's always made. A $20 gold coin would buy you a nice suit at Brooks Brothers. So that same $20 gold coin would buy you today the same suit at Brooks Brothers. So it's just it's that whole concept that this value is equal to this exchange, and it always is. So when you talk about like Bitcoin stuff like that, that's what you're looking at now. And again, I'm not going to portray myself as a expert, but the coin system and the token system, the tokens still have value. They're still traded as a commodity.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying they're not, but anyway. Yeah, I know that someone said that I don't trust that they didn't trust Tim Pool's guest Max Kaiser. I don't know much about the guy. I just heard him talk about him a bit, specifically when it came to the whole thing with
right
crypto.
Now, as somebody in the chat mentioned this, but right now the digital art market is dominated by Ethereum.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, the NFTs, which I want to get into that too.
Well, it's actually not that hard to. This is the weird thing. Like somebody like me could create like one of those magical. I'm going to say a word. I don't care how you pronounce it. I'm going to say it differently. But I could create a magical GIF piece of art that had a unique and
Yeah.
Technically, you said it correct, but everyone just calls it a GIF.
Yes, I know.
The age-old argument. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight about it, but
dude, the fucking Dix coin stuff is hilarious.
It is.
Well,
The
apparently
Dix coin can exploit the market.
it might be a hard sell.
Might be a hard sell.
No.
Yeah.
I think it'll be huge. I honestly do. I think there's you know what, dicks all around for everybody. I'm just saying.
Well, I've been investing in Alterian dollars and Flanian pobble beads. I think they're the thing.
There you go.
And Ningies are worth a lot of money too.
Well, listen, if Elon Musk tweets about it, maybe.
Oh man, Southern Bell's killing me. Dix coin requires special handling because it may explode on impact.
There you go.
Well, Radical, as Ryan mentions, Dick's going to the moon.
Godzillionaires, coins. Yeah.
Okay, the weight
Coins are
down
better
for
than
$10. Hail Comics Culture, Vigilante, 70s, and Heretic. My long overdue super chat for the channel. Love the content. Well, thank you very much. And it's not a requirement. It's just cool that you guys hang out with us.
Yeah. Oh, we love it.
And I'm not a financial advisor, but I did stay at Holiday Inn last night.
I remember those commercials. Also, the Wake Now has a great channel. He just did the outro/intro.
He does
for the Culture Crime Fighters, my show on Wednesdays with Matt, and he's my Perry Chan. I got him first. So yeah.
Oh god, Dix coin provides you with a golden shower worth of opportunities.
Wow.
But there was somebody in the chat mentioned Dick's going to the moon. That was Radicalized Ryan. I don't want to sidetrack everything. I'm extremely interested in mining on the moon, asteroids. This is going to happen at some point. I mean, that's why the next moon race is on.
Yeah,
because of the potential.
Yeah, I know you're 100% right. And Dick's coin is rising, I believe. It's pointing straight up in the very near future. I mean, the potential.
Yeah, but you can only see the tip of it right now, really.
Yeah, yeah. Get in on the tip of the Dick's coin. I'm just saying.
Indeed.
Yeah, Dick's coin to the moon only if there's lube.
Darius Munchausen for $149 with a box of popcorn. And this is also pretty fun. The Tater Squad. Elon tweet about Dick's coin.
Oh, please.
There we go.
God. You know what? I have a friend. I'm going to call somebody. I wonder if we could do it. It would be probably easy to get it listed on an exchange.
Yeah.
I found out today that I have a 2 degrees of separation from Elon Musk that I didn't know about. So I'll have to see if I can get the message to him.
I just applied to Tesla, so let's see.
All right, I suppose we should get on to topics here and start talking about actual entertainment, kind of. Venture Brothers may be coming back. Did you guys hear about this?
I did hear about this. I'm not a big Venture Brothers guy. I know a lot of people are, but
dude, Venture Brothers is fucking great, man.
The question is it going to be woke?
That's always the question.
If Jackson Public and fuck, I don't remember the other guy's name. If they have their way, no, I don't think they will. I think they will fucking lampoon it like they did last season. But yeah, this original film has been greenlit. Any complaints, and we're turning this internet around and going home. This is great news. Apparently, they're doing this like with a bunch of other stuff too. I tweeted that this better not be a fucking troll job, but they're going to be doing with Metalocalypse, which is a fucking hilarious show, and Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah, I saw that.
So
which is interesting.
Is this going to be like a special, like a movie, or is it
going to be doing a movie?
It's not.
And then there's Gary.
Season.
Fuck yeah, and I agree with that. Fuck yeah. But Aqua Teen Hunger Force was hilarious. Poor Frylock got screwed over.
I was just about to say that.
And they better pay his ass some money.
They better pay him the back pay too. Like, give him. Don't just sign him. I think the last movie they did, he made like 10,000. Like, no, give this guy a big money deal to make up for him not being able to get residuals because he wasn't in a union or whatever. Please pay Frylock.
Yeah.
He's fucking Frylock.
Pay Frylock some money. If you guys are all for this diversity inclusion shit, The voice actor, he's a black guy, and you fucked him over. How diverse
really
and
did.
inclusive of you. Fucking asshats. Seriously.
He was awesome.
Yeah, man. That dude was fucking phenomenal. The show was great. And I'm kind of pissed when I heard about that. I got really pissed when I heard about that.
Yeah, me too. It was because it was a technicality why they didn't pay him, and they never did anything to make it right. And that's like, okay, that's pure bullshit.
That is pure crap. And like his house was falling apart. He had like some shit that happened, and it's like, dude, and they had to do like a GoFundMe.
Yeah, something fell on his house during the storm. I believe. Yeah.
It's like, come on, guys. Come on.
Come on, man.
But
the thing.
the thing.
Come on, man.
There we go.
I'd seen some of. I don't have Cartoon Network, but I have seen some of the first couple of seasons of Venture Brothers, and if it's the same thing, then it'll be good. It will be good.
Everything that I've heard, I was listening to Clownfish TV talking about. They're reading an article. It seems like it's everything is like in line with what a typical Venture Brothers episode would be. So you had the whole thing with Hank kind of running off to go find himself, and Dean goes after him, and Dr. Venture is trying to basically go and invent something big that will save the company or put him in bankruptcy. So it's kind of the typical, I would say, formula of Venture Brothers with some other added stuff. So yeah, and apparently there's some shit going on with the Monarch as well, but that's nothing new, and it should be interesting. So
I wonder if, it's not that the animated series are not woke, because we've seen many woke animated series, but whether it stands a slightly better chance of surviving wokeness because it's animated.
I don't. Yeah. The thing is, you could say it had wokeness in the last season, but it was more like kind of making fun of shit.
Yeah.
Because Dean basically yells at Dr. Venture, "Stop mansplaining to me."
Yeah.
It's like shit like that. If done right, can be funny.
Well, indeed, and they mock that in Archer, and which is fabulous. There's mocking of some of those tropes too. So it may stand a better chance of surviving the onslaught of we must force everything to be woke. I would watch this. I would watch it for sure.
Yeah, I would as well. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm not sure how I'll watch it, not having the Cartoon Network, but we'll see. But we shall see.
Yep, we shall see.
And at least I'm willing to give these guys a chance because of their track record. So I think they.
Yeah, unfortunately, Adult Swim has been getting woke, which does blow.
Yeah. I remember Toonami did that damn fucking virtue signal. That's also on a Cartoon Network, Warner Media property, all in the same thing. And they did that crazy virtue signal around the time the damn Frylock story came out about him.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing that's so funny about that. That's why a lot of people got fucking pissed off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's complete bullshit.
Yeah.
Hell, I just talked about my partner Matt Fireball Productions in the chat. I appreciate you.
What's up, Matt? How's it going, dude?
Oh, and you know what? I would be remiss if I didn't plug Wednesday's show with Chrissy Mayer. She's going to be on Matt's channel because it alternates. Yeah.
How did Matt arrange that?
I don't know. He had his magic. He used his magic to do it. And
I know she's pretty willing to talk to people in the community, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. It'll be Wednesday, 5/19, and I think 5 p.m. It's going to be on Matt's channel. It was going to be me, him, and Chrissy Mayer. So it's pretty awesome. So I had to plug that since he showed up.
That is awesome.
Dude, the
sheer courage, he says.
The
big dick energy.
In the chat.
Someone waved the magic Dick's wand.
Yeah.
And it happened.
Well, speaking of Dick's energy, from Toxic Man Flu of Dick's Division for 5 American pesos. If your Dick's coin hangs to the right, does that make it alt-right coin?
It's an altcoin. That's right.
Altcoin.
That's slick.
Yeah. Well played, sir. Well played. Let's see. Let's talk about our next topic here. Have you guys been hearing about the Masters of the Universe TV show that they're doing on Netflix?
I heard about this, and I've been hearing about this for a while. You mentioned Clownfish; they've been covering this for a while.
Yes, they did. They've been
got into
covering
some
it
shit
for a while. They got into it with fucking Kevin Smith. Yeah, and Kevin Smith was being a dick to them.
Yeah, he was being a complete dick. And the worst part is, I know they're right. They were basically saying that this is going to be woke, and I think that's part of the stuff.
And he basically said, "No, it's not." And then we start seeing some of these photos and reading stuff from this article, and it's kind of looking like it's getting woke, dude.
Yeah, apparently, He-Man is not going to be the main character.
Yeah, well, that was the thing that they reported on initially. That was going to be Tila, and if you take a look at some of the stuff here, so. Masters of the Universe Revelation unleashes the POW, the first look at Kevin Smith's series, and this is some of the art, which looks fantastic.
It is good art.
That is good art. So
that's a win in and of itself, because this could have went Cal Arts, so we got to give him credit for
God, I know. I mean, like they did with the She-Ra stuff. I mean, the art looks great.
Yep.
I have a feeling like the first 2 episodes will be like Masters of the Universe, something will happen to He-Man, and then Tila takes over. And if you see some of the artwork of Tila, and we'll read some of this article because there's some stuff in there. I mean, look at that fucking
wow,
that is badass. Dope. But
that's how you want a modern Masters of the Universe.
Oh hell yes! I mean that is fucking great.
And then
they actually show Prince Adam. And then, so that's actually Tila, which is looking kind of manly.
Yeah.
And then
shoulder game is on point, apparently.
Yeah. And then the fucking Beastman looks cool.
Yeah, he does.
But there we go. That's Tila right there.
There you go. Yep. And now we look like a super butch character from G.I. Joe.
Oh, she looks like an SJW. She even has the side shape.
Yeah.
You know, that head shape.
Cut.
Yeah, the SJW cut.
You guys remember when that haircut used to be cool back in the day?
Yeah.
I was on backwards. It was like,
man. I remember back in the 90s. That's a woman. Soul Assassin. Yeah,
shoulder game.
That's the thing, dude. So I did. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, why in the hell do they have to do the characters like that? I mean, it's just so.
I don't know. Dude. So they have Evil Lyn, and Evil Lyn. God damn it! Even Evil Lyn even looks like she has a grease body.
I know.
Look,
never skip Arms Day, motherfuckers. As somebody said.
No, they didn't, and that's like one of the comments I found hysterical today on Twitter was like, all the chicks look like they're gym rats. I'm like,
yeah, I know. It's like
right.
These chicks went to the NFL Combine and put up 2.25.
I'm gonna pop this in, and we'll go back to the article. But so check this out. I love this. So that's the original Tila. That's when they remade it a number of years ago. And again, looks very similar to the original.
Yeah, at least he looks
feminine.
Like
a chick, looks attractive, and now we got this.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You got
the profile.
Speaking of big dick energy.
Yeah, exactly. Now, the profile they show doesn't show the full extent of the SJW haircut, does it?
No, it does not.
No, it's so stupid. Like, yeah.
So anyway, this is the female Orko that was actually in the show. Apparently, they race swapped this character who I don't know who she is. And there's another character I don't know, which is like Robot Guy or something, Robot Man.
I hate to see what they'd make fucking She-Ra look like.
Didn't they do that?
Well, yeah.
It was way worse.
What they made She-Ra look like? They made She-Ra look like a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah, they went full Cal Arts. Cal Arts with that.
But yes, there was a female version of Orko. And I'm pretty sure that's the female version of Orko because that does not look like Orko. But yeah, so let's take a look at this article and see what they say about it.
Fucking Smith is a lying asshat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust him. No, I don't trust him.
He made Batman piss himself. So never forget that. Or was it shit itself?
He made what?
He made Batman. He wrote a comic in Batman. I can't remember. He either pissed himself or shit himself. So
don't trust the man. The man's a sellout.
Kevin Smith does that shit.
Yeah, that's my question, John Peters. Where the fuck is Trapjaw?
Oh no. Yeah. So after Netflix, She-Ra, The Prince and the Princesses of Power. God, I can't believe they fucking did that. Ended and it's 5-season run. It didn't run for 5 fucking seasons.
Short seasons.
If it did, it was forgettable as shit.
No, that thing has not been on for 5 years. Not even close.
You talk
Prince Adam. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, but that's talking about the CalArt She-Ra, right?
Yeah, let's talk about the CalArt She-Ra.
Whoa.
The Netflix, after Netflix, She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, because that's the one that they ran on Netflix, because the original was She-Ra, Princess of Power.
You know where they're going with this. They're going to have She-Ra and He-Man in some crossover here. She-Ra will school He-Man in this.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they're going.
No, it's gonna be Tila who's gonna school He-Man.
We'll see. Yeah, you could be right.
All right,
He'll get schooled. He'll get schooled. We know that.
I really wonder if they're gonna do some sort of toxic masculinity thing. I really do.
So I kind of call bullshit on this 5-season thing. I looked it up. I'm on their Wikipedia. They had 3 seasons in 2019. Come on.
Yes, they had 3. There's no way. They split them up. I think they split a couple of them up.
That's what they did. Yeah. You know, Crawfish covered that too because they split it up at the end. So it's really 3 seasons split into 5.
Yeah. Prince Adam and the World of Eternity are coming back to a full force to the limelight with a planned live action movie, which I don't know if it's going to happen or not, in addition to the CG animated He-Man and the Masters of the Universe show aimed for kids. That doesn't sound promising either. But Masters of the Universe Revelation, a separate animated series from the mind of Kevin Smith, is designed for fans of the 1980s cartoon. EW's exclusive first look at Revelations brings back Prince Adam He-Man, now voiced by Supergirl's Chris Wood, and the gang with a new design by Powerhouse Animation. They're the people who did Castlevania. And an updated story set directly after the events of the original series. Original piece of childhood entertainment. Yeah, it's whenever they do updates, which has me concerned. Okay, everything I've ever worked on in like 27 years, this is easily the top 5 of my favorite, most satisfying projects, says Smith. He's a He-Man super fan who runs Revelations and executive producer with Mattel's television. Mattel's television, Frederick Soule, Adam Bonnet, Christopher Keenan, and Rob David. How can you have 2 first names? Anyway,
I was going to say that. Pick one.
The first name clan. Yeah.
When I dial, they'll be like, he made Clerks, remember? Yeah, how can we forget? Because that's the most memorable thing I think I've ever done. And probably one of the best things he's ever done, too.
How long till he cries?
Yeah. That's a meme into itself. I think this has a running shot at being like he made Clerks and that one cartoon that one time.
Nope. He's going to lose. Go ahead. He's going to lose 50% of credibility with fans.
Yep.
There will be 50% that will tap out on this fucking bullshit.
And they got Mark Hamill to voice Skeletor.
God damn.
I saw that, yeah. And they're going for a Game of Thrones theme with Lena Headey and Liam Cunningham doing a couple of voices.
I don't know. I don't know.
I like.
Oh man, Kevin Conroy is going to be in this. Looking at the cast, it's pretty cool. And Alicia Silverstone. This is a pretty.
Oh, okay, yeah. Lena Headey, she's going to be Evil Lyn. So split into 2 parts with the 5 episodes of part 1 premiering on Netflix in July 23rd. The show features an all-star cast ensemble. This includes Star Wars veteran Mark Hamill as Skeletor, Game of Thrones, Lena Headey as Evil Lyn, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Sarah Michelle Gellar as Tila. Not sure how I feel about that. Wow, they even dug up Alicia Silverstone. Yeah.
And Batman and the Joker from Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah. Kevin Conroy as Merman.
Yeah.
Mm.
And the original Skeletor is actually also going to be in it.
Yeah, he's going to be playing Mossman.
Not Skeletor. That makes sense.
How does Skeletor feel about this, guys?
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel, man. You know what? He made that statement earlier, like he'll be remembered for Clerks in that one cartoon. If this was a good cartoon in this era, he could be remembered for it. Unfortunately, that's not what we're going to get. This is it's kind of sad, especially looking at that art. It's like somebody tried.
Yeah, no, the artist, it looked okay, but well, until you got to like the muscles of the chicks. But you know, the problem is we already know what the story's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Pretty much. Since this is a sequel series, the main mythos remains intact. Prince Adam, the son of the ruling family of the realm of Eternity, uses the power sword to transform into the chiseled He-Man. You know, I have the power to defend his home and from threats, mostly from Skeletor and his foes. But now, as Smith says, the shackles are off. Oh boy. To build a richer lore and explore different aspects of these developed characters. That's code for it's going to get fucking woke.
Dude, it's already there. Read the next sentence from the next paragraph. Fuck me.
Yeah. We get to see them engaged, not just in clashing swords, but in a far deeper conversation than we've ever seen them before, he explains. It's not just simply like these two dudes, He-Man and Skeletor, having to try and beat each other's up for decades. We get to tell stories of abuse. What?
Oh my God.
Hit Skeletor. What? Yeah. Okay. We get to kind of tell stories of isolation, grief, all these things that we don't fucking care about in a He-Man cartoon.
You know, we're going to need a lot of Skeletor because I'm confused. What in the fuck? Like, what are you writing? This is He-Man.
Kevin, I got something to say to you, buddy.
Shut up and sit down, you big bald fuck.
Matt,
man, this isn't hard to do. This is so not hard to do. It couldn't get easier. This is wasted money, man. This is truly wasted money because you could really make a lot of money with a good He-Man.
I'm going to get an hour worth of content out of this, like at least 2 videos in a live stream. I mean,
all right. Okay, so back in the day, and to a degree, Kevin Smith is like one of my favorite directors of all times because of Clerks and Mallrats. Dogma.
Chasing Amy.
Chasing Amy is also really good.
Dogma. I have a buddy Christ in this room. That's how much I love that film.
I actually, when he came to San Antonio and he did his Red State movie, he was there. My wife and I went and we saw the movie. We got to see him do his little stand up. Like I said, fucking love Kevin Smith. Dude, if you fuck this up, I'm going to make so many videos shitting on you, dude. Man. Seriously.
You know what else was cool?
Especially after what you did to fucking Clownfish. All right?
Yeah, and Batman again. I looked it up. He made Batman piss. And he did lie. And he went after Clownfish like a biatch. And a lot of things were cool in the 90s. Payphones were cool in the 90s. Kevin Smith was cool in the 90s. It ain't the 90s no more. He hasn't. You guys are all talking about 20-year-old properties. There's nothing you guys mentioned.
I know.
That wasn't.
He went mainstream. He's not cool anymore. He fucking cries at everything. I know. But I'm going to be pissed if he fucks this up, though.
Old enough to drink, and you're going to need a lot of liquor to deal with this. This is not going to be good.
If he was a man who was willing to stand up to the wokeness, he could be a legend. But he's sold out to it, I think.
Even with his last movie where he did the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, I thought was actually really good because he actually made fun of both sides. He made fun of reboots. He made fun of race swapping. He did all the shit, and he did it right because, Kevin Smith can be a very talented filmmaker when he wants to be. I can't speak for Yoga Hosers. I still haven't seen it yet. But anyway. He just needs to stop putting his fucking kid and his wife in things. That's all. Okay, we use these characters as long as they've been. Oh wait, did I jump? No. Fuck. Oh yeah, okay, that was where I was picking up. Okay, we use these characters as long as they've been around, and most people consider them toys or action figures to tell insanely human stories set in a very inhuman world. It's about a big buff dude beating up a dude that looks like a skeleton. I mean, that's all there was to it. It's supposed to be Conan in space. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, and that's really the reason why I developed toys, because they couldn't get the Conan license. So they came up with He-Man. David, who previously developed He-Man comics at DC, was brought in by Mattel to redevelop Masters of the Universe across entertainment landscape. For one, he's showrunning the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. The creative had read Smith's Daredevil comics, Guardian Devil, at Mattel, and was struck by how he had found new ways to tell the story while honoring the source material. Well, yeah, back in the day, that's what you did when you worked for Marvel, right? I mean, now you just fucking trash the character and shit on your fans. And I honestly have not read any of Kevin Smith's Daredevil run. I don't know how good it is and can't speak to it.
Again, made Batman piss.
Yeah. The fact that he talks about, telling human stories.
That's also code for being woke.
I don't care about human stories. I want to see super people beating the shit out of each other and doing super things, and I want aliens and princes and heroes and heroines, and I don't want human stories. If I want human stories, I'll go watch a Sundance movie about two people sitting in a room talking about their feelings. Okay,
so there's several ways they can go with this. Yeah. And again, I'm not going to take credit because this came from Clownfish. They make him the villain, or they kill him off,
or both.
Or both. Or they pull Princess of Power, and they're like, the power belongs to all of us. I saw some of the sneak preview. They had Skelegod, so something happens to Skeletor where he becomes. I'm pretty sure Skeletor is going to be the main villain still. But yeah, they're gonna fucking do something to He-Man, and that's gonna piss me off.
Like, how do you fuck up He-Man? Why do it? Why do He-Man to fuck it up? Because He-Man's not even a big property to where you're like, oh, we score points taking on this white patriarch. It's like,
exactly. Yeah, exactly. You're right.
Like, they just had to just scorch earth like any character that any male liked ever. They're going like, yeah, we're going to even get He-Man.
Look, He-Man was one of the most marketable toys. Now, mind you,
definitely was.
These cartoons,
I grew up with He-Man
cartoons. These cartoons were oriented around product sales.
Yes,
you had He-Man, G.I. Joe, so many other properties. Yes,
Rainbow Bright.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oriented around toy sales. You had Strawberry Shortcake. You had My Little Pony. You had all
Care
that
Bears
stuff. Yeah, Care Bears and the Care Bear stare, right? And all of that stuff. And they are doing their very best to destroy that. But at the same time, how? And there was a question in the chat. How is this going to sell anything to anybody?
I'm sure it'll be used to inspire the next generation of young girls to go do something.
No, it doesn't. There's no
to be lesbians.
Well, maybe that's
or to be more like boys.
Be more like men. Yeah, because that's what we want women to be, right? Is be more like men.
I don't get why you have to like screw this up. It's just again, they want to destroy every property. I think 70s is spot on with what he said. They want to just destroy every single property. And
especially anything that is like remotely masculine.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Let's be honest. He-Man, it's in the fucking name, is pretty hyper masculine. And we can't have that in this day and age because masculinity is toxic.
Yeah. I mean, you can't have anybody be a man's man anymore.
No. He could be a man's man, but he's fucking another man. That's what we can have.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, obviously you guys know, I don't fucking care if anyone's gay.
No.
It's like, but fucking A, stop with this nonsense. Women can be friends and not be lesbians. Dudes can be friends and not be gay. But they act like if two, it's like the whole thing with they did like some article about bromances, right? It's like, basically. It comes down to that straight men should have gay sex, and it's like, no, you can have a bromance and not be gay.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, I'm not saying men can be as close as possible. I mean, we've all got really close male friends that we would value way over any sexual relationships we may have had with women sometimes. I mean, obviously, a lot of us have got wives or lifelong partners. Those male relationships are really close.
Yeah.
But they're not sexual. They don't have... It doesn't mean they have to be sexual. It's... there's nothing... Yeah, the world view is that they think all girls and women out there are looking for men to be sensitive little crybabies.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's what they want men to be.
Yeah.
They want men to be more like women, and to...
Yeah, but they don't. Women actually, well, and I can only speak in my experience as an old man, don't want that.
No,
they don't. They want their guy. They would mock you for being that.
Yeah,
women in real life.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah, where's your balls? I don't need you to be lying on the floor crying. I need you to be out there, whatever, fixing the sink.
Well, here's the thing: when you're in a stressful situation, you need someone to be able to take charge. You can't have the man and the woman holding each other crying. Somebody has to take charge, and that's kind of the thing. It's like, even my wife, Queen Feminist herself, when shit goes down, I'm the one who's in charge. When there's like something going wrong, who does she look to? Me, not
feminism is a work.
Yeah,
it's a complete work. And Toxic Man Flu is right. They does equal to CCP. Yeah. But I have a theory of this over sexualization. And I'm not joking when I say this. A lot of the creators are like really perverted in nature. And I mean that very genuinely. Like there's something absolutely obtuse about them because they cannot see any relationships without sexuality. Like everyone has to be shipped. No matter what the genders are, there must be shipping. So there's
that's the funny thing too. I'll scroll back down to that one picture, and that was another thing that Clownfish brought up was, if these two aren't lesbians, they're shippable.
Exactly. Yeah. They probably won't make them just so that because now they're trying to market to that community. When you talk about SJW people that actually spend money, the shippers, it's probably the only group of that that exists. So I'm sure they're trying to encourage that sort of thing.
You can try and turn women into masculine. You can try and make them look as masculine as much as they like. That's not what most women are or want to be. That's just. I'm not saying there are not masculine women, or have, because it's a spectrum in terms of hormones and genetics. You're going to get some women who are going to be masculine. That's going to happen. Just like guys are going to be feminine. Yeah,
and I'm not saying that women can't be in a situation and take charge. I mean, clearly they absolutely are.
Generally speaking, guys like girls who look like girls, and girls like guys who look like guys. Yeah. In fact, even the girls look like who are into girls look like they like girls who look like girls, and vice versa for the guys. They don't want this androgynous soup that they're trying to turn everyone into. I must have had too many beers today. I'm ranting.
No, you're spot on though. I mean it's a serious thing because we're losing. identity, and we're losing our traditions in our concrete center that we had for so long, because it's being warped way out of proportion.
Yep.
And they're doubling and tripling down on this stuff. And when you sit back and you poll most common sense women, they will tell you that the majority of them, like, I like a woman that's a girly girl. They still like a traditional, woman that's kind of a girly girl. Although there's nothing wrong with being a tomboy, there's a lot of them are, but they like the qualities that make femininity feminine. And conversely, they look for in a guy that, as comics was saying, a man that is like assertive, decisive, and knows how to, take charge when the time comes. That's a very important quality for women when they're choosing a partner. They want somebody, they want that security.
Yeah, well, in the real world of the last 10,000, 20, 50,000 years of the species, that's absolutely what they were looking for. It's no use having the guy who's going to get, knocked out by a pebble by the tribe over the way.
Right.
It's just it's genetics, and it's the survival of the species. These are, yes, some guys are toxic. There's some toxic women too. But, it's what's enabled us to become the species that, in effect, runs the earth.
Yeah, women are the most ruthless on the planet, and that's the thing that most people don't get. They drive everything, and if you listen to the logic of man, it's nothing ever happens of significance that a man does that isn't driven in some way by a woman. It's always the case. So it's like, when people start yelling, we're reeing is our terminology, about the patriarchy, I'm like, you're fucking dumb. Because anything of any significance that has ever been done by a man was done because of a woman. Or,
the power of the pussy, they call it.
It's more than that.
I don't think it's just women, but everything that we've done, I think, for the most part, we've done for the betterment of society, or killing each other.
but there's always look. Honestly, I'm sorry, but when you do something, your motivation's oriented around a certain set of things. Ultimately, it comes back to familial preservation in a nuclear family setting, which has risen out of the support of a female, or at the direction of, or at the suggestion of, and that's why the words behind every great man, there is a woman, is never more accurate than it's ever been at this point in time. And yet, the idea of the quote unquote patriarchy and what was nearly an egalitarian society up until very recently, in complete definition, has, I don't know. They've run the wokies have run out of gas in their car, and the problem is nobody's pointing it out. It's the whole.
Well, hang on. Before we get any further, I want to read the. Sorry, I'm going to skip down to the bottom because Mr. Tickle Trunk has made some 2 points I want to bring up real quick. So, Mr. Tickle Trunk for $5 Maple. Take a breath. Please read farther before you assume too much. I have no faith in it, but this reads like a manly He-Man, but with feelings.
Could be
mixed, maybe mixed. No. I hope you're right, but the other thing too is like I've just heard some of the rumors, which is we talked about the whole thing with Clownfish. They've covered this a couple months ago, and they're the ones that were talking about how Tila was going to be the main character. I hope I'm wrong. I really am. And if I am wrong, I'll admit it. Like I was completely wrong about Joker. I thought it was going to be woke trash. It was going to be overly political, and it wasn't. It was a great fucking movie. So it was pretty funny. Someone put a comment on my live stream where I talked about it. He's like, this didn't age well. I was like, nope, it didn't. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'm totally fine. I just don't have any faith in the way entertainment's being produced these days because, well, I mean, they've been going and taking things and fucking it up.
I would love to be wrong about this.
Yeah, same here. Mr. Tickle Trunk also follows up for another $5 maple dollars. At this point in his life, Kevin is a peacemaker who wants people to get along. And I can totally see that. Like I said, his last movie I thought was great, which was the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, which, like I said, it did a great job of showing both sides and making fun of both of them as well. He's like manly shit, but also slappy shit. I have the feeling it's mixed.
Even a mix, though.
Even if you look at like the original He-Man show, it was campy and hokey. There was a lot of gay jokes made about the original series. I
have no idea why.
yeah. It's not like there wasn't a whole lot of homoeroticism in it or anything. Eric, I don't think I skipped your super chat. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I skipped down to read Mr. Tickle Trunks because he was talking about specifically the article. But I'll get to you, dude. Don't worry about it. Let's see here. Together they crafted what he refers to as a love letter for fans who watched the original show as kids and are now adults. That doesn't mean Revelation is on the same level of something like Amazon's blood-splattered superhero show Invincible. Which Smith mentions and admires, but which I believe stuck to the original source material of Invincible. I think Invincible was kind of bloody. I didn't read it, so I really don't have any comparison, but I think that's how the actual comic was, though. It does mean that the writer's room consists of Mark Bernardin. Okay, there we go. Eric Caruso.
These are not easy names to be fair.
Carrasco. Yeah, Dina Mishra and Tim Siderian.
I just make these names up, just to trip you up. They're all made up.
It confuses my poor dyslexic brain.
Yeah, this is not easy stuff.
Got to raise the stakes in ways you wouldn't normally do, David adds. Characters could die. That's not a good sign either. Not saying they will, but they could. Yeah. Smith remembers speaking with Netflix director of original series Ted, God, seriously, these names are killing me, who also came with a childhood love of Sword and Sorcery Saga and sat in on the writer's room tossing out ideas. He said, do me a favor, when I used to watch the show as a kid, I legitimately thought that He-Man was always on the verge of getting killed by Skeletor. I believe in the stakes. Just make me believe that again. So maybe he'll be put into a coma then. People would see some of this as goofy IP, but this is a rich tapestry, a world full of characters. The dude says, please just talk. Please just don't talk down to it. Yeah, I get that. Don't make fun of it like they typically do, like with the Thundercats ho shit that they did.
Yeah.
Don't wink. Just treat like Shakespeare. Those were our marching orders. And one thing I do like is the fact that they actually made Prince Adam not look like He-Man, because that was the thing that was really funny about the He-Man figures. Is they made Prince Adam look like He-Man just with clothes on.
Yeah, exactly. I always thought that was humorous as hell.
Yeah.
Some people, Jed says, shout out to Pop Culture Archivist, said that Adam looks like a chick. But the guy whose name I can't even pronounce,
he looks like a kid.
Looks like a kid.
Yeah.
But the guy Biaselli or whatever his name was,
he looks like Shira actually. For the Princess of Power. Princess of Power.
But I mean, he's saying the right thing, sort of like, hey, you know, we're going to treat it seriously. And I want this. Like, I hope Mr. Tickle Trunk is right. I really do.
I do too, man. I do as well.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut, right? Like, they can't fuck up everything all the time. This consistently.
Well, like I said, if I'm wrong, I will fucking own it because I want to be wrong.
It shows you how bad things have got though when we're already debating whether or not He-Man is going to be woke. It's you know, there's nothing can be sacred safe now. Not even He-Man, a comic or a cartoon. You know,
but you know, Tila looks like a dude.
Mm-hmm. I need safe spaces from safe spaces at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, the first 5 episodes of Revelation begins in lockstep with the old show, Smith mentions. Then about halfway through, things takes a shift which allow all the characters to go through these periods of growth.
Bait and switch, because remember they said they're going to split it up into 2 parts. Your first seasons, I bet you those first 5 episodes are dope. I bet you that first part is dope. And then it's like, yeah, everyone's going to anticipate the second part. And that's when we get shit on.
Yeah. Dude, it's like even the remake they did, I guess it was like back in 2012, 2013, looked really fucking good. And, you know, I thought that was for what I saw of the show, which wasn't a whole lot, I thought they did a pretty decent job with it. Anyway. David mentions a cataclysmic event that would shake it up. Okay.
So He-Man's going to transition.
Basically. I was like, what?
That's the cataclysmic event right there.
The pair keep any further specifics about what the cataclysm is under lock and key, but Smith does go on to explain that only certain people know the secret that Prince Adam is really He-Man. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Tila and Man-at-Arms, but we build our entire story on who was left out of the secret and the damaging trickle-down effects of that. So they're going to fucking reveal that Prince Adam is actually He-Man. Because they're going to take him out of the picture, and people are going to wonder why.
They're going to kill He-Man. He's not going to be in the second half. You're right.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be a lot of CW, like people worried and sitting in hallways. Right.
Well, if they don't kill him, they're taking him out of play in some form or fashion, and people are going to figure out. Well, yeah, He-Man's out of commission, and Prince Adam is missing. Why is that?
You didn't tell me.
Well, that's an interesting philosophical point. If you kill Prince Adam, does He-Man can he still live? No, I'm
pretty sure he's dead.
Is there a paradox here?
Yeah, well, that could be the other thing too. Is they kill or something happens to Prince Adam, and then that's how they take out He-Man.
Shout out to Fireball. He says he discovers new things about his sexuality. 70s rock fan. That's what happens.
That's right. He reaches deep inside himself for his true feelings and his personal truth.
Another one from
Oh god damn. Okay, now they're talking about grief and all the shit makes sense with what they said previously.
Personal truth, his personal truth.
Yeah.
Well, no, like the whole thing, something's gonna happen, it's gonna deal with grief.
He's gonna speak
people
his
are gonna
truth.
die.
That's right. He's gonna lose a part of him. Part of him will die, but a new part will be reborn.
Yeah, well, who's gonna be the bad guy?
It's his penis.
It's his dick. He's gonna get into Dick's coin.
Yep.
Real quick. I'm not just shouting him out because he's my partner. He has great comments. He says He-Man protests gender designations and becomes they man. And so yeah, and Elagabalus, have a good night. I cannot pronounce your name, but the ambience taking effect.
Laters, dude.
If Elagabalus is going, I just want to point out he said something very interesting earlier, which was women talk and that we pretend to listen. I can't tell you the number of times that my wife tells me every day that I'm not listening. And I can't tell you because I'm not listening. I'm not listening. So, Elagabalus, have a good night.
You're a terrible human being. Just throwing that out there. All right, let's get some super chats out of the way real quick. Riot Class Riot for 149 with the super sticker of a very phallic unicorn. Followed by another 149 super sticker, which is of a very phallic unicorn. Mary's not here, so it's not a Doomicorn. Sorry, folks.
Doom.
Yeah. You don't do it as cute as she does. All right.
I wasn't planning on it.
Foulball Productions for 2 American pesos. Yeah. BDE Vigilante Williamson.
Big dick energy.
Oh, big dick energy. Okay. I had no idea what that meant.
Yeah, big PP.
Yeah. Well, that totally makes
Large
sense.
phallus
And it just fucking jumps, so I can't highlight some of these. Let me scroll all the way up. All right. Next up is Godzilla for $2. Tila looks like she was in the High Republic.
Yeah, she kind of does. But to be fair, drawn way better. Like, I mean, not better, but like with more quality and talent than High Republic, because they can't do that.
Toxic
no
Man
shoulder definition.
Yes. Toxic Man Flew of Dick's Division for 2 American pesos. He-Man and the lesbian soccer team. I see what you did there. Scratch pad for $2 maple dollars. What about Orko's pronouns? I'm pretty sure that's the female Orko that they introduced in the cartoon, so I don't think that's actually Orko. Mr. Tickle Trunk for $2 maple leaf dollars. There we go. I won't start fake woke, but it will end that way. I bet it won't start fake woke, but it will end that way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're probably right, dude.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we've been kind of banking on.
That's what they basically said. They said the first 5 episodes are going to be like classic He-Man, and then there's a shift, and they already are going to split it by those 5 episodes in their own like mini season. So expect the first 5 episodes to probably be good, and then after that be a complete shit show.
LDG of Geeks and Joy! Exclamation point. I guess you had to remove the erotica part, huh? For 5 American pesos. I've had enough of isolation and grief plots with WandaVision. Shoot me, please. What's next? Another bore. Yeah, probably. And Mr. Tickle Trunk for 2 maple leaf dollars. Wait, Vietnam style or modern conversations? Yeah. Okay, Toxic Man Flew of Dick's Division for 5 American pesos. Just what we need after all these lockdowns and isolation. More stories about isolation. Yeah, that's a good point, dude. That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Culture.
I'm just mad.
Okay. Scratch pad for 2 maple leaf dollars. Scratch pad for 2 Dick's coin. What?
That was slick.
Yeah, that was slick. Toxic Man Flew for 2 American pesos. Dick's Man and Skeletaint in theaters only.
That's right.
I hate to see what they're gonna do when the inevitable reboot of the A-Team comes around.
Third one?
They did one with Rampage Jackson.
Well, the movie was actually pretty good.
Yeah, but Cooper did a good job. Yeah.
But when they actually come with the TV reboot of it, oh God, how badly can they like masculinize that?
Yeah.
I'm hoping that.
All right, Eric, I'm at your super chat now. Eric, I guess JR is supposed to be standing for Junior. Mandalando Herrera. OKKO needs come back. If you don't know what OKKO, let's be heroes. That sounds familiar. OKKO. It's created by Venture Brothers producer Ian Jones. Ian Jones Quarterly. Quarterly. Hashtag OKKO deserves better. Okay, so I got through Mr. Tickle Trunk's 2 comments, and let's see where we're at now. John Peters for $2. Technocratic oligopoly.
Yes.
I never even thought of that word. Oligarchy and monopoly. Oligopoly. Yeah, exactly what it is.
Yeah,
inventing language.
Yeah, I talked about the oligopolies not too long ago on one of my videos. So,
yeah, that's the reason I don't buy and I don't know what made me think of this, but when people talk about they're a private company, I'm like, well, are they really a private company anymore, or are they part of the state?
Pretty much. The Seaman for 5 American pesos.
Oh,
How
man.
long until they drag Thundar the Barbarian out again?
Good question.
Yeah, who owns that? Cartoon Network, I believe, owns all the Hanna-Barbera stuff.
Thundar is a creator owner, though. Let me double check.
Yeah, but I still think that falls under Hanna-Barbera.
Real quick, Drew, somebody, Godzillionaire took up with your 18, saying the 18 reboot will be all female. That's exactly what they would do.
Oh, God.
That's exactly what they would do.
Jesus.
The B team, the beta team.
B-team.
Yep. Mr. Tickle Truck said the movie reboot was great. I thought it was all right. I mean, I'm not going to say I hated it. There's some stuff in there I thought was pretty funny. I thought they actually did a pretty decent job with the casting.
Yeah, Liam
this time.
I never thought that anybody could take George Papard's place, and nobody really can. But Liam Neeson did a good job as Hannibal.
Yeah,
he did actually. Yeah, I wasn't that offended by that movie. I thought it was okay.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Thundar
is still owned. Yeah, Thundar is still owned, I believe, by the Gerber family, Steve Gerber.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Melissa Lord for 2 American pesos. Bring back Zangala Skeletor. Kneel before Skeletor. What was you saying?
Me?
Yeah, what did you say?
Me? No, I was just agreeing with Melissa.
Okay. All right, now we're caught back up in super chats.
I feel like the spotlight is on me now.
Wait,
self-conscious.
What? Why are you? Why are you talking to me?
I'm all self-conscious now.
All right. Where are we at? Let's see. We talked about that. Trickle down. It's a story about a hero who has to live under deception in order to protect those he loves. But it's about how that deception rots at the core.
There it is. Who's going to be the bad guy?
It's code.
Yep. David sees a story told in Revelations in 2 acts, which is why Netflix is releasing the episodes in 2 parts. Part 1 felt like a really great act break. He says, you get to it and you're like, oh man, this is just dramatic. The game has changed. Oh my God. That's also code for things are not going to go very well.
Yeah. No, it means hey, be prepared for second half woke.
Bait and switch.
Oh no, and again, we're speculating, folks. I mean, it could actually be really good, but I'm not holding out hope.
It may not suck.
It's going to be like the crying game. It'll be like the crying game. It's not going to end well.
Wow.
That's probably not a bad analogy.
That's the way they do it. They always go crying game.
Master Sidearms. Rosie O'Donnell as Jane Hannibal Smith.
That's
don't give them ideas.
Oh God.
She could play 2 of the characters. She's
yeah. She has a very wide range now.
Is she still on? Like, I forgot she existed. I'm gonna be honest.
Takes her 2 trips to haul ass.
Okay, this is the best part. The characters at the beginning of Revelation are going to be very different than they will be at the end, he adds.
Jesus.
You got the simplest fucking story.
Because the artwork does look quite good.
Yeah, I know, dude. I mean, fucking look at Beastman, dude. That is savage.
That's awesome. Yeah.
See, yeah, Beastman they got right.
I hope we're wrong. I'm hoping against hope that somehow, like, they just don't fuck it up. There's enough evidence that they will. They're basically guaranteeing a bait and switch. The fucking girls never ever have skipped shoulder day or arms day ever in their lives. It looks, but that art looks really good. It's a breath of fresh air because we do not get that type of art, even in cartoons, that much.
I guess we could watch it with the sound down and just put our own voices in.
Maybe.
Oh my god! The C-Man says Melissa
McCreary.
McCarthy as Face Woman. I'm not sure why YouTube censored that. Maybe because they had Face and Woman.
The thing is,
Or Melissa McCarthy.
I could handle an A-Team reboot with all girls if they were good-looking girls, not Suicide Squad, not what's her name, Harley Quinn level. I could handle.
Margot Robbie.
It would have to be a good story. Yeah, you're not wrong. That 70s right. Look,
Well, they don't need to reboot the A-Team. They can actually just do a decent actual take on fucking Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, I mean,
they create their own shit, and when they take other people's shit, they break it, and it ends up fucked. I mean,
but I could handle it. Yeah, I could handle a decent one, as you say, Culture. if it was a decent script, and they were good actresses, and they were not trying to look like androgynous freaks, like the Charlie's Angels reboot.
Well, and again, the reason why all the women look like dudes is because of the male gaze, and that's what you have to subvert these days.
Yeah.
You can't have attractive women and hot dudes.
And
you can have hot dudes, that's fine, but the women, not so much, because you got to avert the male gaze.
Yeah, I wouldn't even care if they spent the entire movie scissoring. Fine, do it. But just sorry, did I say that out loud?
I'm pretty sure there's Japanese anime that you can find that has that.
Well, I don't know if they call it anime. But,
forking scissoring.
Hentai, sorry, my bad.
No,
but
no.
The original Charlie's Angels movie, the TV show was fine, but the original movies with Demi Moore, whatever, they were fine. I mean, they weren't great, but they were okay. And I mean, if you scripted it well, it could be good, but they wouldn't make it that way.
And another thing, you said avert the male gaze. They actually avert the female gaze too. I mean, women do like pretty women to see themselves in. Look how big cosplay's got. And you would think you at least want to market to them, but never mind.
Well, don't they get it? Yeah, you're right, Vigilante. I mean, don't they get it? Women sit and watch those and go, my God, what is she wearing? That's horrible. They don't want to see. They actually want to see good-looking women dressed well or whatever.
Pretty, yeah.
They pick it apart otherwise. Yeah.
Okay, so apparently, so here's the lineup that we have. We have Liam Cunningham as Men at Arms, Griffin Newman as Orko. Maybe that is Orko. Stephen Root as Krieger.
Stephen Root's a good actor.
Yeah. Dedrich Badger as King
Bader.
Diedrich Bader.
And our second Batman.
You gotta have fun with it if you can't fucking talk.
No, that's
anyway,
not
it's King Randor and Trapjaw. So Trapjaw is going to be in this.
There you go.
No, it's just Badger conjures up
Tiffany
other
Smith
images.
is as Andra, which I believe is her. Jason Mewes in this too. God damn it, Kevin.
Of course, and Henry Rollins.
Henry Rollins as Triclops. Okay. And Susan Eisenberg as the Sorceress. And Jason Mewes as Stinkor. Oh my God, that's the skunk. Okay, that actually makes sense for Jason Mewes. Phil Lamar as Hero. And Tony Todd as Scareglow. I don't remember that one. Okay.
Well, Tony Todd's awesome, so.
Yeah. And Diedrich Bader, as far as Batman, didn't he play? He did Batman's voice. I want to say in The Brave and the Bold, either The Brave and the Bold or one of the Lego movies. I can't remember which one. It was Brave and the Bold. It was Brave and the Bold. So I'm not wrong. Thank you, Darius Munchausen. Detroit love. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, you have not gotten easy names to read, my friend.
Shit. You want me to finish? Cree Summers as Priestess and Kevin Michael Richardson as Beastman.
What happened to that 70s rock fan? Went back to the 70s?
Yeah, here he is.
He's back.
I had some kind of computer meltdown there. I think it's Darius Munchausen caused that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Melissa Lord for $2. If they touch Monster Squad or A Team, all right. Just give it time.
You mean peacefully protest?
Nothing. Yeah, nothing is safe. Nothing is sacred. They will just burn it to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I got to highlight a funny one that from Matt. Let's see if I can find it.
He was killing in the chat.
Yep. Comics division loves hot dudes.
Yes.
Hot dudes like him. He is a hot dude, so he knows what it's like.
Yeah. This one's for you, Matt.
Shut up and sit down, you big bald fuck.
Oh man,
Matt's hair is too short. Matt, grow some hair.
Anyway. Yeah, so like I said, I'm not holding out hope here.
God, it's sad, man, because that art does look promising, and it's like
art. Yeah,
a well done He-Man story would probably hit right now. It would probably be something we would like champion and talk about if they did it well. And who knows, they might even like. I kind of think that first 5 episodes, since they're splitting into pieces, might be worth checking out. Even though there is a bait and switch, but it might be worth checking out the bait for a couple episodes. I'm not sure, but it's sad that's not going to be good. We all grew up with some He-Man. I had the little He-Man. What they had like a play set like that you could like keep your toothbrush in, but it was like really involved. It was like the whole castle and everything, and it was pretty cool.
A play set you could keep your.
It was a toothbrush like holder, but it was a play set. They were inventive in the 80s and the 90s, man. So it was like you held the toothbrush and it was almost like where the flags are, but it was the whole castle and it was like a He-Man toothbrush.
Dude, I'm sorry.
I got it.
I believe you, but I was still madly circling anything Star Wars in the Sears catalog at that point in time. So there you
Let's see if I can find it online.
I believe you. I believe you.
All right. What was the other thing you sent? Actually, I think you sent it culture. I'll just bring this up real quick.
Oh, sure.
Which is about the Henson Company.
Oh my God, dude.
Here we go.
Yeah. Everything is woke. Okay, the Jim Henson Company, headquartered in Los Angeles, California, is seeking top talent and new creative voices from diverse communities and backgrounds to train as puppeteers in the Jim Henson technique. Please see post images for complete submission guidelines. Well, I'm pretty sure you can't hire people on race. Okay. I'm pretty sure last I checked that's illegal.
Well, and that's the problem. Okay, so here's the thing. They're trying to circumvent the EEOC and all the laws that are based around that concept. But
I think lots of companies are trying to do that.
But they can't, because if any of these people that are participating in this workshop get hired by the Henson Company, they have opened themselves up to multiple lawsuits that those people will win. So yeah, you can read the rest of this. I about lost my shit today. I was like, this is not outright illegal, but it's gonna be illegal.
The thing is, are any of the people that lose out likely to raise such lawsuits, given they may want to work in the industry again? It's always that they hold over them.
Whoa. All right. Currently seeking members. Okay, so here's the one thing I could kind of see them maybe getting away with, because when it comes to acting is the only thing when you're casting somebody where I think you can get away with actual discrimination. Because if you write a character that's a white dude, typically you want to hire a white dude to play him. Typically. Yep. Sometimes there is open casting calls where it could be just like it's a dude or it's a chick. It doesn't matter. So I kind of wonder if maybe they're going to try and use that. But it says currently seeking members of the LGBTQ plus community, people of color, women of all cultural backgrounds. It's nice that you're being very inclusive of women, but not white dudes.
Here's the thing.
You might as well just put on white dudes may not apply.
Here's the thing. It's not the first two are going to be very few. It's going to be the Huffington Post picture. It's going to be a lot of white women because that's the goal. It'd be white women with blue hair. Some white women would have pink hair. They all have the same Tila cut we just saw. And then,
with white women, when it comes to oppression and victimization, I mean, somehow they got in front of the line.
It always happens that way.
This is not, but you can't get away with this because these are not face characters. They are teaching puppeteering. Do you know what you don't see in this situation?
Oh, well, the person. Yeah. So it shouldn't matter who they or what they are.
He asked, who the fuck wants to be a puppeteer at all on Earth still in 2021?
Dude, you know what? My boy, Jolly will come after you.
Yeah,
I'm not knocking puppeteers, but what I'm saying is it's not something that has this massive, you're not fielding a massive market of people who are looking to get into this sort of field. I'm not saying nobody is. I'm sure there are.
But as you said it earlier, Vigilante, that with He-Man, this isn't a major property, not really. Yeah. They're trying to get down. They've run out of major properties to go after. They're going after everything else now.
Yep.
They're working their way down.
It's second tier of properties.
Yeah.
It just makes me think of, oddly enough, of yet again from Kevin Smith with Jay and Silent Bob. Chris Rock, his bit with NWP, which I'm not going to repeat because I can't. But that part was pretty funny. It just makes me think of this.
Do you know what's missing from this cast of this list of people they want to apply? People who have trouble with their limbs.
I think that was one of the tweets. Somebody, are you going to get disabled people?
That's right. Where are the quadriplegics in here?
It's ableist. They're being ableist.
Very ableist.
They're being very ableist.
And that's the thing is if there's a white man that is bound in a wheelchair, now you've created another thing. See, here's the weird thing. So now going forward, if you monitor every single hire at the Henson Company and you can correlate them with someone who participated in one of these workshops, now established.
We've lost culture.
CIA
culture has
turned into a robot.
His hair is frozen in the breeze.
What happened?
I have no idea.
Turned into a robot.
Happened to me.
All right.
I was saying something smart.
You were saying something smart, but none of us heard it, so it must not be that smart.
Oh my God, I was saying they're establishing the opportunity to be sued because you used an example. If a white guy isn't allowed, that's in a wheelchair, he's wheelchair bound, isn't allowed to go to one of these workshops. They've now established an opportunity for people to monitor the hiring at the Henson Company, find that one of these participants in a workshop was hired. They've immediately created the opportunity to be sued. You cannot get around the EEOC with this kind of maneuver, which is what they're trying to do. You can't. So
I
now,
stop them though. There's a lot of
what kills me, man. He's fucking great. For 2 Canadian Maple Leafs, I demand neckbeard Muppets representation.
Oh, there you go.
Stop discriminating against neckbeards, you bigots.
I actually did have a cartoon idea for Neckbeard, the social justice pirate.
God,
and I had it all mapped out, and I may try and write that because there's acres of material there.
All right, everyone. I know that I told everyone beforehand we weren't going past midnight, and we have officially gone past midnight.
It's not midnight. It's only 20 past 10 here.
Oh, I know. But it's midnight for me. Drew, are you here, Drew?
Easterners.
Is Drew napping? Oh, cool. Tell us about yourself, Drew.
Drew napping.
No, I'm definitely not napping. No. Listen, I am gladly back from my not my choice hiatus. Glad to be hanging out with my friends. Glad to see everybody in the chat. And thanks again for the support. And I'm looking forward to getting back to getting some regular content out there and getting on streams regularly and also doing my own streams. So I will see you folks around the YouTube sphere, and also make sure that you check out the Pegasus Actual podcast every Thursday. And also Bounding Live on Wednesdays. I'm there as well. I was just there last night. Made the grand comeback. So it's again nice to be here. Nice to see everybody, and great to be among friends once again. So
yeah, man, I'm happy you're back.
Yeah. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. I got a variety of different stuff on there, and I'm not all about talking about Star Wars or talking about drama all the time. I did branch out into a lot of different subjects. And I love to talk about politics, which is something that a lot of people aren't talking about these days. And I just put it out there. I have no shame. And if YouTube comes for me, they come for me. But you can catch that stuff on my channel. So check it out if you haven't yet. So thank you. And peace.
Live from the tiny desk, it's Culture Casino.
Hey everybody, Culture Casino here. I have a YouTube channel. I also have a channel over on Odyssey, and I'm going to launch an additional channel on Odyssey later this month, hopefully at the end of the month. Culture Casino News. I was going to do it here. I'd been planning to do it here, but after the backlash that comes out of talking about news and politics on YouTube, it's not worth the time because I will get shut down or muted or any of those other things. So I'm just going to do it over there. But I appreciate each and every one of you being out there. I have a 2K celebrations happening Saturday, 3 PST to 6 PST. That's Pacific Standard Time. Please join us. There'll be many special guests. Our friend Comics might actually join me, and so many others. To those of you in the chat that aren't familiar with Foulball Productions, his name's Matt. Go check out his channel, and the next time I come by there, I will talk politics like a maniac. Anyway, thanks, guys. Have a great night. Peace.
Next up, we have the man himself. He is I can't get the Batman thing down. Vigilante Williamson. But first, before we do that, let's see this thing.
This is the He-Man thing I was talking about. It's like a toothbrush. You get the little skull face. You get He-Man. This was the shit back in the day. A little, I don't know. I was 3 or 4 years old. But apparently that's from '84, so I don't know how old that damn thing was. But I didn't care. Anyways, I am not shout out to what's my man in the chat who said, Fizz Chozo. I did not create Vigilantes, the comic, but as Fireball said, I'm the inspiration for most superheroes, including ones that happened before I was born. I am Vigilante Wilson, not really a superhero. I'm an anonymous citizen journalist. Anyways, you can check out my channel on youtube.com/C/Vigilante Wilson or in the chat if somebody puts it in there. And I talk about culture war stuff, pop culture stuff. I'm starting to talk about just sort of whatever too. I just started a show this week called Casual where I talk about whatever. I have the Vigilante Wilson show, which is every Thursday, and actually it's before this one more often than not. Wednesdays I do a show with Matt after Fireball Productions, as Culture just mentioned. We do the Culture Crime Fighters, not related to culture, pop culture.
Yeah,
we do the Culture Crime Fighters.
I've never been invited to that, by the way.
We just started we had our first guest yesterday. Yeesh. Chill, Kiwasabi, chill. And Chrissy Mayer on Wednesday was our second guest, and we're happy as hell.
I'm triggered. That's cultural appropriation.
I expected that. So please, if you haven't subbed to me, and I know a lot of people do sub to me from this show or from yelling at parked cars or parked UFOs sometimes, please give me a sub. I will show up in the mask sometimes. I'm usually too tired after my show. But please give me a sub. I appreciate everybody who came over from my show to rate this one. And I appreciate Comics having me every week. Thank you for having me. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, chat. And I appreciate everything. I just had my 50th episode of my show, and I'm really happy. So I'll stop talking and let everyone else go. So thank you.
Last but not least is our very special guest, that 70s rock fan.
Well, hello. So I am looking forward to She-Man and the Masturbators of the Universe. It's going to be a lot of fun. I indeed am that 70s rock fan. I have a little channel, and I'm currently neck deep in editing a couple of new videos. One is in my Underlooked Bands series, and the other is about the Harry Harrison stainless steel rat novel. That editing videos is hard work. I wish somebody had told me that before I started.
It takes so much time.
That's right. But yeah, those
Especially
are
if you want
coming.
to do anything special, it just takes longer.
I know, and I'm putting in video clips and all sorts, and oh my god, it's taking forever. Anyway, but those are coming soon, and I'd just like to thank everybody in the chat because you've made a happy man very old. Thank you.
Okay, so we got a few more super chats came in. So Most Lord for $2. Watch 1987's Master Universe with Langella and Lundgren comics. Neil. I saw it. I saw it in 1987. It's been a long time though. I should probably go watch it again. I do have some issues with that movie because it takes place on Earth. Though I have to say Lundgren was perfectly cast as He-Man.
It was pretty good.
It's Earth 2.
Yeah, it's Earth. Yeah, it's Earth 2.
Oh, I have to toss in one more plug. Got to plug Matt's show on tomorrow because a lot of people from here are going to be on it, including me and maybe 70s and maybe comics and culture. Sometimes they show up. It's the unofficial after FNT after party.
Yeah, I completely forgot the actor who played Skeletor was Langella, and I don't remember. Did he actually say Neil before Skeletor? I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
He should have if he didn't.
Yeah, I mean, Neil before Zod. And Crazy Cat Guy for another 5 American pesos. Good night, Comics Division and panel. Thanks for the stream.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks. I can't fucking talk because I'm tired. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for showing up and hanging out.
I'm sorry, Comics. Toxic says he loves the Bee Gees. I actually mentioned the Bee Gees in this video I'm editing. How does he know these things? Sorry.
Cosmic.
He's Toxic Man Flu. He's very well connected.
Yeah.
He knows things.
He knows everything.
Yeah, he does.
Possibly believe.
See inside your soul.
Yeah. Anyway, you guys know how this goes. When we're done. Good night.
Koalas in the rain. Koalas in the rain.
Oh, and this time I promised to actually end the stream. Well, unlike Monday when I forgot.
Koalas in the rain.
Koalas in the rain.
No fucks given.